I want to welcome you all out to this Discover virtual chat that we're going to be doing tonight. And I want to thank you so much for being on with us. And I'm really excited that you're here. And I'm going to share my story in a minute, but it's not about me tonight. Tonight is all about the people who invited you on, and I can't wait for you to hear their stories. Lydia and Kelly and Sara and Sonia, they're going to be sharing their stories tonight, and I'm really excited for you to hear them. I do want to run through some slides so you get a better idea of who Arbonne is, what we're all about. And I want you to just tell you a little bit about who I am. My name is Dina Wilkinson. I'm an Executive National Vice President with Arbonne. And I know you don't understand that lingo yet, but I promise to explain the lingo later on. So I just want to check with everybody. Is the technology working? Are you guys seeing me? Are you seeing the Arbonne slides? Okay, good.
Dina, can you mute everybody? Is that possible?
Yep, I can mute everybody. Let me mute everybody. And then just unmute yourself when I ask you to speak. I'll mute everybody. Okay, there we go. So first I want to tell you a little bit about my story and also take it as a compliment that you got invited on this, because we only really like to hang out with really smart, savvy, brilliant, fun women. And so you got invited. So take it as a compliment. But before I tell you about Arbonne, I want to tell you a little bit about my story. I was on a personal search for clean vegan skincare when I found Arbonne. Did not have great skin, had bad skin. And I remember sitting at a kitchen table the first time I experienced Arbonne and thinking, oh my gosh, this is the first time I've ever felt anything penetrate my skin and not just sit on top of my face. And I thought, I'm in trouble. But I knew I really wanted the products. And I also knew that my sisters were going to want the products. So I thought, you know what? I want to become a consultant with Arbonne. I knew I wanted to get the very best discount that I could. Well, my experience with Arbonne has been one of the biggest blessings in my life, apart from my family and my friends and my faith. It's so easy to assume, though, like so many people, that this business model doesn't work. And it doesn't work for anyone, and that no one can make it. But hey, you guys, you know what? I'm one of those ones that did. And I can tell you that when I started doing Arbonne, I was a very busy mom of 3. And one of my sons is physically handicapped as well. So you may be asking, what is social marketing and why am I here? Well, let me start out by giving you an example of social marketing. I bet someone has told you about a movie that they had just seen that you absolutely had to see. I remember one time on a flight to Hawaii, I told a few people about an incredible book I had just read. And it was a company trip, and on the way back, the entire plane was full of Arbonne people, and pretty much the entire plane was reading that book. Well, that was social marketing at its best. We've all done it, but we just don't get compensated for it. So that's what social marketing is. So as I take the next few minutes to chat with you about Arbonne, I ask you to have an open mindset. This is not a traditional business model, but with an open mind and heart, you're going to see that this is a smart business model and why it's growing so fast globally. I absolutely love the products. They're incredible. They've done incredible things for me and made a difference in my life. But you know what? My passion is sharing the Arbonne business, because it makes such a difference in other people's lives. So who are we? We're healthy living enthusiasts. And we all have a specific reason for why we joined Arbonne. So I'm going to give you a few of the reasons why people have joined Arbonne. First of all, it's the financial earnings flexibility. How many times a day do you think about money? If you're like most people, you think about money more than you think about sex. Just in the US alone, 44 million Americans hold 1 trillion in student debt. And 1 out of 4 Americans are paying off student loans. I know in Canada, the personal credit card debt is at the highest level it's ever been. So think about, could additional income help with loans, rent, car payments, credit cards, mortgages, healthy food? Would you have more peace if you had a way to save for unplanned contingencies? The second thing is flexibility. There's no better feeling in the world than the freedom that comes from creating your own schedule. I'm never afraid to work hard. I just don't like someone else telling me when I have to go to work. So we all like to have that freedom and being able to work around our schedule. And I think that's when I think of what Petter, our founder of our company, his whole thing was he wanted a company where people could flourish. And I think we flourish when we have that opportunity. Third thing is community. Do you ever feel like it's hard to make friends as an adult? For women especially, we want to feel like we belong. And in today's world, it gets harder and harder to find that feeling and that sense of belonging. And this tribe gives us what we can't find anywhere else: achievement, mentorship, community, and purpose. We all want to feel wanted and accepted. You won't find a closer knit tribe than us who are all growing in the same direction. You will meet so many great people and create lifelong connections. I can promise you that. So people say, well, what else? What's another reason? It's simplicity. People ask, how does it work? And it works. We teach people how to create a client base. We find others who want to build a client base, and we repeat. We build a team of people building a network of clients. That's all we do. When you have a team of people, you leverage your time. And when you understand time leverage, you would walk over hot coals to have it. So why Arbonne and why now? Well, we have innovative products that really people want today. People are becoming more aware of the products we're putting on our skin and into our bodies. We are eating cleaner and even paying attention to ingredients in our products. So many people are looking for products like Arbonne. We are literally a one-stop shop for everything health and wellness. So everything we offer is consumable. I remember years ago, a couple of guys called me up and they wanted to come and talk to me about coming into a business that they sold no-run pantyhose. And I said, you know what, you guys, I work with a company that's consumable. Call me back when they run. I didn't want anything that wasn't consumable. So when a product runs out, people reorder, and every single time they do, you get paid. Now, that is pretty awesome. In fact, I think it's kind of righteous. So I guess what I'd ask you all to think about it and say with me is a big amen to that. I love to get paid over on something that I've done in the past. So you may also be wondering, why do people want to be successful at this? Well, one of the main reasons is recognition. Let's face it, whether you're at home or in the corporate world, most of your efforts go unrecognized and taken for granted, don't they? I have never had one of my kids come up to me and say, Mom, that is the best darn cleaned toilet I have ever seen. No, the only time your kids or your family say anything to you is when there isn't any food or any clean clothing. Is that not the truth? They don't give you the kind of recognition, and you don't get that kind of recognition in corporate. The second thing is purpose. This is a purpose-driven business. We want to leave the world a better place than we found it. And we can do that through unparalleled products, education, and the Arbonne earning opportunity. Work habits are changing. And when you think about it, 30% of everyone out there right now is working from home. And they're absolutely changing. Side hustles are changing how people do work today. And social businesses are growing. People are using social media for recommendations. In fact, what really blew my mind was when I watched people start to use Instagram instead of Google to find out about products and recommendations in order to make buying decisions. So online businesses are booming, absolutely. And the consumer demand for wellness has grown to unbelievably. For one, weight management is more important now than ever. Global obesity has tripled since 1975, and it's causing serious illness issues like heart disease, high blood pressure, and diabetes. There are real issues people have, and they're looking for solutions. Their lifestyle, they want to manage their weight, and they want to live healthier lives. Now, our nutrition business has grown by 40%. And for some reason, my slides got in a weird order when I opened this. Isn't that how technology goes? But our nutrition business has grown by over 40%. And 90% of consultants that are coming into Arbonne are coming in through nutrition. Now, I would guess that all of the consultants on here tonight, we would all say that we understand the power of our 30 days to healthy living. And many of you that's been invited tonight probably understand the power of our 30 days to healthy living. You can't imagine living without it. I can't imagine getting up in the morning and not having a protein shake, having a fizzy and a detox tea. I can't imagine not having a green drink. We live it, we breathe it every day through ourselves, our clients, and the broader community. We want to improve people's lives, and we're these inspirational change agents. We want to make a difference in people's lives. Our RE9 is another one of our flagship lines. That's the line that really changed my skin. Absolutely changed my skin. I'm not going to tell you how old I am, but people are blown away. I have to admit that when I've been in Australia before, and I've been talking to people about our products, they sit and stare at my face, stare at my skin, and they'll say, if your skin looks that good at that age, I want what you use. So I have to admit that's really helped me. So we have two product lines that really make a difference. You know, consumers' expectations of products have really changed. And I'm going to try to find this slide that I'm looking for because it all got mungled as I got ready to start this. But people want to work with a company and a brand that's much more transparent today. That's what they want, transparency. They want a brand that they can identify with. And I've experienced firsthand how many times Arbonne has shown how much they truly care about their consultants. And I 100% stand behind this brand. I remember our founder 1 year could not get the quality of kale and clay he wanted in our mask. So he took the mask off for a year until he could find the quality that he could stand behind. I didn't know anything about B corporations. I had no idea until I started hearing about it. But when I looked at the other companies that were B corporation in the world and how hard Arbonne worked to become a B corporation, I was blown away by it. It means that we have a high commitment to social responsibility and not just to profits. So I want you to know that everybody can really flourish with this line. It works simply because we help people get introduced to the product line. If they love the product line, we help them open up an account with Arbonne, and then we turn around and teach our consultants to do the same thing. So we are this really caring community. And this is how simple it is. So how does it work? How do we earn money? Well, let me tell you. I always want people to know what the bottom line is. How do you earn money doing this? Well, first of all, is through personal sales. When you recommend products to someone and they shop online through your Arbonne website link Arbonne will ship the products directly to them, and you get paid every Tuesday. I love that. I love to work, and then it closes out on Friday, and I get paid on Tuesday. So let me give you an example. If you helped 4 people get started on the 30 Days of Healthy Living as preferred clients this week, you will earn at least $200 in commissions next week, depending on your country. Number 2 is you can build a team. When someone joins your team, you teach them to build through your own client network. They earn commissions on orders placed through their Arbonne website, and so do you. You earn commissions on what they're doing during that week. The third is cash awards, and these can be earned at every level based on your efforts. Now, I wish we had time, but we don't, that I could tell you all about the 4 levels of management with Arbonne, but I'm just going to encourage you to go to earnings.arbonne.com so you can see what we can make at every level in Arbonne and the average time it takes you to get there. But I want to hear from the 4 lovely ladies that we have on the line tonight with us, and I want to hear their stories. So I'm going to ask, let's start with, let's start with Lydia. Are you ready to go, Lyd? Just unmute yourself, girl.
Yeah. Hello, hello. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, hi, everybody. I'm Lydia. I'm an independent consultant and district manager in Arbonne. My husband is a full-time serving member in the Australian Army, and I'm a mum to 3 kiddies, and I was introduced to Arbonne products. Do you know it'll be 8 years this year? I had severe cystic acne, and beautiful Kelli, who's also on this call, she introduced me to the products. So it's easy to say that I fell in love with the products. I don't remember exactly the moment of transitioning from loving the products to the business, but I know that it was an easy part for me. I also have several autoimmune problems, and my eldest boy has special needs as well. So having products and a business that sustain me not only personally, but give me that freedom to work this around my family and their needs, as corny as it sounds, I truly feel really blessed. And it's one of the main reasons, the driving force behind why I love this company and the products so much, is that I want to share it with other people. I want them to have those options in their lives too. So that is what brought me to Arbonne and why I love doing what I do.
Thank you, Miss Lydia. All right, Miss Kelli.
Hi, everyone. Because of Arbonne, I have been able to walk away from my teaching career, which I loved, but ultimately it wasn't giving me the fulfillment that I was looking for. When I started my business with Arbonne, I was just looking for some extra money to spend on my kids and to live well. But after 12 years of having my Arbonne business, I'm so excited that I get to make the biggest difference that I possibly can. So you see, as a teacher of kids with special needs, I would have a class of about 5 to 8 students, and I would teach them for a year, and I would do my best. But when I teach a mum about how to eat clean and live toxin-free, I'm able to help a family who can pass on that knowledge for generations and leave a legacy. So everything that I know about living holistically and living well, I've learned from Arbonne. And so I teach my family each day. I also have kids with special needs, and it makes such a difference. And I'm so blessed to be able to do this business alongside people that I love. And I'm so pleased that when Lydia said, yes, we are best friends, we get to do this journey together, and you can't get that in any other workplace. So it's so exciting. That's what I love most.
Thank you, Miss Kelli. Sara.
Hi guys, my name is Sara Twite, and I have been with Arbonne.
I'm kind of impressed that Sarah's house is quiet. She does have 3 little people under
3.
Under 3.
Yes, they are outside. So yes, I have 3 babies. I am a wife and a mama, and it's because of Arbonne that I get to be that stay-at-home mama. I started this 9 years ago, but at the time I was working in the medical field, and I absolutely loved what I did, but it was life-sucking. I was working about 100 hours a week between work and being on call for the job, and everything that was important to me, my core values of family, time with family, relationships, God, and church, my health, everything was going out the window. And I was wondering why I was feeling so unbalanced in my life. It's because I gave up all that stuff. I gave up all what was important to me for this job. And I didn't realize that until it was those moments where I was missing like weddings and funerals and baby showers and things that I could never relive again. And it was in those moments I thought, well, if I don't change something, nothing's going to change. And so when I came across this business, I was not looking for a skincare company, you guys, but I was looking for something that aligned with my passions, with my values. And that's what this is. That's what Arbonne is. It's your health and your wellness and caring for others. And like Dina says, it's a community of women that are so very supportive. And that was something I craved, was being around positive, uplifting people. And so for me, it was definitely the right choice. I always tell people that it was the second best, besides my husband, it was the first best choice I've ever made for my life. And because it's so completely transformed not only myself, but allowed me options and things where I can turn around and gift other people with the same opportunity. So yeah.
Thank you, Sara. I love it. Thanks so much. Miss Sonia.
Hello, hello. Hi guys. Good evening, everybody. So thank you, Dina, for choosing me to share my story today with everyone. And I want to give a shout out to all my girls that are on this call. Thanks, guys, for jumping on. So I'm Sonia Petros. I am a district manager with Arbonne. And just really quick, a little bit about me. I'm a full-time corporate account executive, guys, and I have little kids too. I have 2 little ones. I have a 3-year-old, and I have an 8-month-old. So busy mom, busy career. No time to even wash my hair, but I'll be honest, I did do my crown today just for you guys. So I was able to wash it a little bit. But anyway, because of Arbonne, Arbonne is giving me choices, guys. It's giving me options. It's allowing me to work on an exit strategy, to be able to walk away from corporate America, which is something that's always been on my heart. And so I come from a family background of entrepreneurs, and I always knew I did want to have my own business one day. And so like Dina said, work habits are changing. And so deep down, like I know that corporate is not like my end game the next 5, 10, 20 years from now. So, and we're all taught to like graduate college, get a good corporate job, right? And play it safe. And like that's what I did. And I've done well for myself, but I'm not happy when it comes down to that. And I always knew that health, wellness, beauty, like has always been a true passion of mine. And because of Arbonne, it's allowing me to really step out of the norm. And I'm doing that. And I'm doing something I love, and I get to spend more time with my family, and I'm able to be an entrepreneur, and I'm, like make my own schedule, be my own boss, like nobody to report to. And I do get a lot of anxiety, like working high pressure corporate. Not many people know that, but I do. And with Arbonne, like it's a true joy to wake up every day, like with such positive, like uplifting and energizing people, like men and women every single day. And so like, it's because I said yes to Arbonne that I'm actually getting that. And so I'm so grateful. Yeah.
That's awesome. Thank you, Sonia. You heard a variety of stories tonight. We had a teacher. We had someone who owned a dance studio, who's in fitness. We have Sara, she was in surgical nursing, working as a surgical assistant. I know I'm butchering that, Sara, so forgive. You've got Sonia, who's in corporate sales. You're seeing a variety of stories tonight. You're also hearing that Arbonne can work for you no matter who you are, what your background is. We have We all are independent consultants, and we work as an independent consultant, but we don't work independently. We all work together. We're a team. We support each other. We can work on our phone anywhere, anytime, any place in the world that has an internet connection. And so that is really cool. So if you've heard anything that's interesting tonight, I'd love you just to really think about, really giving this some consideration, because it is a flourishing company that helps you flourish. And so I just want to thank you so much for being on with us tonight. First of all, I don't know if there's anyone who has any questions that we could answer for you right now. Is there any questions that anyone would like to ask? I know that's always kind of scary and intimidating. Who's going to ask the smartest question right now? So you get kind of intimidated, so you don't dare say anything. But I want you to get back with the person that invited you here tonight. I know that they're going to follow up with you and answer any questions that you may have. But take a look at this. You can over the next 5 years do the same thing you're doing today, or you can strike out, work this alongside what you're currently doing, and in 5 years your life can look completely different. I know mine did. Thanks again for joining us, and have a great evening and day, everyone. Thanks so much.